At the time I'm recording this video, Evolution Blue Vegeta and LRMUI Goku have already been confirmed for the anniversary. So in case you haven't heard, that is a fact. We don't know the typings just yet. We saw a little bit of a preview when it comes to their super attacks or even their active skills. Who knows? However, today we're hopping into my Evolution Blue Vegeta card idea, similar to the LRMUI Goku card idea I did a few days ago, 2-3 days ago, something along those lines. Now, hopping straight in, this is a unit that I expect to be fairly similar to the current Evolution Blue Vegeta that we have in the game, who has a high chance to crit and stuff like that. But I also really wanted to stress that this guy is good in multiple events, right? Many units are good for a specific event, but I wanted to make sure Evolution Blue Vegeta was good for the long term, as well as good for things like ESBR and SBR, and even that new difficult mode that we might, that we're going to see, depending on how difficult that actually is. So let's hop straight into my Evolution Blue Vegeta idea. First things first, I hope that he is super physical, and the reason why I say super physical is because I think that we need more physical Realm of Gods representation in the game, right? I know we have physical Beerus, he's very good. We have the physical Blue Boys and like the physical Blue Resurrection F Goku, units like that, right? And I mean they're pretty solid, but I think more physical Realm of God representation is also very good. I could have went tech with this guy, but I did make the LRMUI Goku tech, so I think I didn't really want to go intelligence. I didn't really want to go AGL. I don't want AGL and STR to get any buffs. Right? They will during the anniversary, but not from these two headlining units. Tech and physical is my primary choice. So for the leader skill, all out struggle category, key +4 and 170% to all stats, and pure Saiyans category key 3, HP and attack 150%, and defense 170%. So as you guys can see, I am not introducing any new categories. However, I am buffing the current categories in the game. Now, all out struggle key 4, 170%, very strong leader skill, especially for that category that isn't really like it's okay, right? It's okay. Now, pure Saiyans, this I think is the best pure Saiyans leader skill in the game. The other Evolution Blue Vegeta doesn't have this good of a pure Saiyans leader skill. The physical Vegeta that transforms every single turn, he has 150% across the board. But now I'm introducing HP and attack 150%, but defense 170%, which is going to make a lot of the pure Saiyan units look incredibly tanky. Next, for the super attack, I did causes immense damage to enemy, massively lowers attack, and allies defense +30% for 1 turn. So this unit will not raise attack or defense from the 12 key. But again, they're doing a lot, right? Massively lowers attack, which is going to be helpful in things like SBR, Extreme SBR, and maybe even this new difficult event. And defense +30% for all allies for 1 turn, which is a very good thing. Then for the 18 key, he causes immense damage to enemy, massively lowers attack and defense, right? So again, crucial for SBR, Extreme SBR, and allies defense +20% for 1 turn. Now, the reason why I went with a little bit less defense for all allies is because the super attack effect is a lot greater. Now, if I'm lowering the enemy's attack, I don't need as much defense because they're not going to be hitting as hard anyways. But this guy's lowering attack and defense, so you're going to be hitting a lot harder. So I wanted to kind of, give a little bit less defense for the extra defense that he's lowering for the enemy, if that makes sense. Now, when it comes to his passive, I think this is going to make him good almost everywhere in the game. So, extreme class enemies attack and defense -30% just for existing. This right here is insane. This is a very strong SBR and extreme SBR ability. Just for existing, the enemies have 30% less attack power and 30% less defensive capability. That makes this man hit harder, and every single person on the rotation hit harder already, right? Defense +160% at the start of turn, so yes, he does not have attack at the start of turn, but you'll see why in just a second. Key +3 and attack +160% when performing a super attack. So you're saying, yo, why did you do it that way? Attack +160% when performing a super attack is an out of turn buff So it's not applied directly at the start of the rotation, which means it's actually higher than 160%. It's like around, I don't know the exact calculation, but it's like anywhere from probably 190 to 220% attack added while he's doing a super attack, which again is very, very, very strong. And he also gets Ki +3 when performing a super attack, similar to the blue fusions from the anniversary. And the reason why I did that is because, in my opinion, getting Ki on super attack is really good, because sometimes when you get shafted with the Ki on the field, and you need like 2 more Ki, right? Only 2 more to get an 18 Ki super attack, but bam, he gets 3 Ki on super attack, so that issue will definitely be fixed for you. Then he gets Ki 3 in great chance, which is 70%, of performing a critical hit for the first 5 turns from the start of turn, which is absolutely, like, that in and of itself, on top of attack plus 160% on super attack, on top of him lowering attack and defense, on top of him giving everyone defense on the turn, and on top of him lowering attack and defense just from his passive, is going to hit incredibly, incredibly hard. You have to understand how hard this guy is going to hit if this was actually a thing. Now, launches an additional attack with a high chance of becoming a super attack and medium chance of that attack performing a crit starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle. So after 6 turns, you no longer have a great chance to perform a crit, but you will launch an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super attack, right? So you'll be able to, you know, massively lower the attack and defense of enemies possibly twice, and raise the allies' defense a lot more, and then there's a medium chance of that specific attack becoming a crit. So again, a very, very strong ability. And then I wanted him to have just a little bit more defense in longer events, so I gave him defense plus 10% up to 40% with each final blow delivered. That is a very, very strong. It's a little bit hard to see, but it's a very strong ability in long events, because with long events you have multiple stages, and that's multiple chances that this Evolution Blue Vegeta can land the final blow. With all the crit that he's doing and all the attack and defense lowering, he's not guaranteed to do it, but he's very likely that this guy will be the one ending your rotations, giving him a little bit more defense in the long run. So this guy will have 160% defense at the start of turn with 40% extra defense from his passive, up to 200% defense. Guys, that is very strong for this Evolution Blue Vegeta. Like, the stats, everything is going to make this guy look incredibly, incredibly good. So let me know what you guys think. Let's continue moving on here. So his links are going to be Super Saiyan, Prepared for Battle, Prodigies, Warrior Gods, Tournament of Power, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. A lot of attack links. We'll get to that in just a second. And then for his categories, obviously, Realm of Gods, All Out Struggle, Reps of Universe 7, Vegeta's Family, Universal Survival Saga, Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Worthy Rivals, Siblings Bond, and Bond of Master and Disciple. So again, a lot of categories for this guy to really shine on. Now for his active skill, I want to see this right here, right? The final explosion, the final atonement. When we got the video footage of the super attack and stuff, it seemed like he might be doing the final flash as an active skill. Again, we really don't know. We'll have to see. But this is what I really want to see for his active skill. So requirements available after 5 turns from the start of turn, or when HP is 70% or below starting from the 3rd turn. So why did I pick this specifically? The active skill is going to be extremely strong, obviously, right? But HP below 70% starting from the 3rd turn is extremely feasible to do. Extremely feasible to do. Very easy to do in not Legendary Goku, sorry, SBR and Extreme SBR. If you are, the way I've made this work is that if you're facing a difficult event, you're more likely to get this off quickly, especially if you're facing multiple enemies. And why do I say that? Because look at the effects. Ki plus 24 causes ultimate damage to all enemies, guys. All enemies. Every single enemy. And if that doesn't kill them, stuns all enemies, and defense minus 50% for 2 turns. So all enemies are stunned. However, you can be hit. So defense is minus 50%. Now, I understand that you're like, Mr. Baby, well, if all enemies are stunned, why do you need defense minus 50%? Well, not every single enemy in the game could be stunned. So basically what will be happening here is you get Ki plus 24 and does ultimate damage to that specific enemy. Honestly, we'll throw in their guaranteed crit as well. Why the frick not? But you do lower your defense by 50%. So Evolution Blue Vegeta, again, is going to be very strong defensively with everything he's doing, so defense minus 50% may not even be enough, because he could easily be at 250k defense around that, right? With all the stats and everything that he's doing. Actually, no, maybe like around, I would say anywhere from 180 to 240k defense, but again, he's lowering attack and defense of the enemy just from the passive skill and from super attack. So they're not going to be hitting hard anyways, regardless. So defense minus 50% isn't as bad as it seems, but again, it's for 2 turns. It is for 2 turns. It's not 2 attacking turns, but it is for 2 turns. So let me know what you guys think. Let's continue moving on, and we have basically the last part of this whole representation is going to be his best linking partner, which is going to be this Evolution Blue Vegeta right here. They're going to share Ki plus 5, attack plus 72%, guys, and defense plus 12%. It's a nice little buff defensively, right? And then attack plus 25% in addition when performing a super attack. So this Vegeta, actually, well, when they're all linked to level 10, of course, is going to be getting attack plus 185% on super attack. I believe the links that do that for him are going to be, let's just move back. I know for a fact legendary power is attack on super attack. I think Super Saiyan, no, I don't know which other link does that. It's not Warrior Gods, it's not Prepare for Battle. It could be Prodigies. Fierce Battle doesn't do that. It's not Tournament, because Tournament Power is Ki 3, attack and defense plus 7%. Fierce Battle I think is attack plus 20% or something like that, attack plus 25%, whatever the case is. It might be, is it Super Saiyan? It might be Super Saiyan or it might be Prodigies, because I know for a fact it's not Prepare for Battle, Warrior Gods, Tournament Power, or Fierce Battle. So Legendary Power is that one link that gives attack on super attack, and then I think it's Prodigies or Super Saiyan. It might be Super Saiyan, honestly, for like 10% or something, I don't know. But let me know what you guys think. This is my idea for Evolution Blue Vegeta. I really want to see some iteration of this, right? It doesn't have to be, let's just move all the way back. It doesn't have to be exactly the way I make it, but I really hope that he's good in every single event. We don't need units catered to one specific event. We need units that can just dominate everywhere they go, right? That's going to start to evolve the meta, and eventually we get events that these units just can't handle, and that's how the meta continues to evolve and change. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.